The one we're going to be playing now is probably my favorite. It's called Diib's Dilemma. They had a Diib's Dilemma game. Let's see. Yeah, this is the original one here, I guess. It's got 100 levels, blah blah blah, secret levels and stuff like that. But apparently in 2007 they remade it with a little bit better graphics, sound quality, etc., etc. So I've talked enough about the site. Like I said, once again, I want to just say randomthoughts.net. I'm not trying to steal any of your thunder, you know. I've said your name enough times that anybody who wants to check you out should probably be able to do it. So good enough there. We're going to close out of the webpage there. And try and open up the program. So what you have to do is you actually have to download the extra I guess it's called an expansion, you know, the expansion version of Diib's Dilemma. And the problem comes in where it's run by Flash, or not Flash, it's run by Java. So I went to run it and my computer's like, can't do it, can't find Java. Oh, what was it called? Java Virtual Machine or something like that. So the biggest thing was I'm not a computer genius, so I pretty much just spent the entire, like, you know, 2 or 3 hours just trying to get the thing to work, just downloading everything Java off the internet. If it said Java, I was like, give it to me, I need it. So I was desperately trying to get this thing to work because I really loved this game. It's not, of course, like I said before, it's not like blow your mind awesome. It's not like Baldur's Gate-esque, but it's just a fun, chintzy little thing that I just love to play around with. And so, I had something to say. Java, right. So anyway, it was actually pretty difficult to find. Apparently, the program you need to run it used to be owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft like lost the rights to it, something like Sun. Well, it might be pronounced Sun if it's not Chinese, but SUN company, they got the rights to the program that's supposed to be Java. I don't really understand it. All I know is it left me spending a ridiculous amount of time online searching around trying to find it. It's pretty silly actually, but eventually, after I downloaded like 3 or 4 programs, I got lucky with one of them, and it was the program that I needed. And I gotta say, I think I'm gonna have to come back to the recording because it is just not wanting to load the game. So we're gonna have to pause here for a moment. Okay, so here we go. We might get lucky with this. The window has popped up. It should load pretty soon. Right after I clicked pause, this came up, so yeah. Alright, we're gonna pause it again here. Okay. We might have gotten it to work here. Ah, here we go. Random Thoughts presents Diib's Dilemma. We missed out on the beautiful text cinematography in the beginning, but that's alright. We're gonna deal with it. No, really, it's not that beautiful. Press any key to continue. Yes, please, I would like to. Press any key. Press the any key. Work! I am pressing any key! No, I don't think it's gonna work, is it? Boy, we gotta figure something out here. Alrighty. We'll be back on this one. Alright, so here we go. I think it's gonna actually work for us this time. Aha! Indeed, sir! Alright, so this is Diib's Dilemma. Hopefully I haven't bored you too much so far, but we're gonna read the story so far. Diib, the very name, strikes fear into the hearts of many, but you were brave enough to seek him out in a forgotten castle nestled deep in the Dragon Mountains. Impressed by your tenacity, the ancient necromancer accepted you as his pupil. Cool! That day now seems like generations ago, and the slow progress of your training leaves you thirsty to learn more. No kidding, we've only learned like 4 spells. Finally, you can take it no more and intrude on your master's private laboratory, demanding that he teach you the more powerful spells. Ah, but are you ready? He asks with a hint of mirth in his tone, fixing you with a pair of burning eyes. Think well before you answer, eager youth. Yes, you answered quickly, defiantly returning his gaze. Very well, you will learn your spells if you manage to survive. I banish you to Dilemma Tower, where you must prove that you can control the monsters you wish to summon. You stand shocked as Diib's spell begins to teleport you away. Alright, Well, that's cool. Way to be like the typical evil apprentice who wants more power than he can carry. As you can see, I've played around with it a little bit, got to level 45, decided that was a good place to stop. We're going to save over that, and because we're going to be needing it. It's actually a pretty good thing. In the original Diib's Dilemma, you couldn't save your game, and the game liked to freeze a lot. I love you, randomthoughts.net, but dear word, did it freeze a lot. You know, you work your way all the way up to level 60 where you can't save, and the game freezes. You feel like rage quitting and banging your head against the wall. At any rate, we start out with 4 spells. Fire, Spark, Cure, and Thorn. You know, Fire, short-range attacks, probably your best one in the beginning. Spark sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. But you know what? Oh, sorry there. You know why it sucks? Because it had to. It's a long-range spell, and it's one of your first spells. It's like Wind Cutter in Quest 64. It has to suck. Cure, you know, let's be honest. This spell is the one you're gonna be using a lot. Every wizard needs a cure spell, and you just spam it to no end, especially when you have infinite magic. And then Thorn. Thorn's the spell that you use to kill yourself. It sets a trap, and traps in this game don't appear on the map, so you have to use your memory. If you have a good memory, stick with Thorn. If you don't, stick with Cure. Alright, before we move on, I am going to actually pause this and see if the window box is actually in the right spot, so just a moment.